Hey, get out of there. Get off. Hey guys, I'm planting some kale and collard greens, Swiss chard, and some bok choy in here today. I'm trying to keep the dog out. I had this covered with cardboard, but I got weeds growing up on the side. Bermuda grass, it's the worst. I think I hit an ant hole. There's a lot of ants in here. Uh-oh. Just trying to get the weeds out and some of the big sticks. I think I made the ants really mad. Maybe if I go on the other side. Oh, there's no ants. The soil looks pretty good. I had it covered with the cardboard to keep the cats and the dog off, so it's still kind of moist. Not too weedy. Probably why the ants liked it under there. I'm gonna try to put whatever's tallest in the middle. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna put the tallest stuff on that side because the sun still goes south. It's not directly overhead right now in the spring. A bug just flew in my face. All right, so I'm gonna do Swiss chard on that end. Put some kale and the collards. I have kohlrabi. And bok choy I'm going to put in front. Can you guys see me on this side? See what I'm doing? Can't really see what I'm doing until I get to that end. I started these from seed. They've been outside, so they might have aphids on them. We have aphids here pretty bad. But I've been seeing lots of what do you call it? Ladybug larvae, which is always good. So I try not to kill the aphids, especially early on, because I want the ladybugs to have lots of food. I'm kind of spacing these out big. I'm going to put some cosmos. I think I have started from seed a bunch of extra cosmos. And they get kind of big and unruly. So these cool weather crops aren't going to last very long here before we get too hot. It's already been in the 80s. They'll just get bugs real bad, and they don't do really well. But I at least want like one big harvest of collards, the kohlrabi, and the bok choy. I'll just get this, and then the Swiss chard and kale I'll probably harvest for a little bit and then take it out when I need more space. I'm going to plant these pretty close together. Maybe that'll keep the weeds out and keep the dog from wanting to jump on here. It's kind of a pain in the ass in the garden. And I got peas, sugar snap peas growing up here. We were really windy this last week, and the peas were like flopped over. So I just used some string to tie them up so they start going up the trellis. Because I don't want them to start grabbing hold of the leaves and things on these plants. This is a hori hori. If you've never had a hori hori or used one, kind of the only garden tool you need. My favorite garden tool. My back is killing me right now. I had to make a chiropractor appointment for tomorrow because I got things to be planting. I can't be babying my back. Now I feel like I have ants crawling on me, which I probably do. All right, what else? I'm gonna do a row of collards. These probably need more space than that, but I like to keep these harvested. So I don't want them to get too big and crazy. You guys growing lately? If you're growing anything. This year I think I'm going to try to start some cucumbers. I started some in the house, but I think I'm going to try direct seeding some because I never do that. And I heard they grow better if you direct seed them. I'm going to do a little experiment this year. And I'm going to try to grow them where they get more afternoon shade and have them on drip because I struggle with getting like really bitter cucumbers. And they look really good, and then you go to bite into them and they're disgusting. That happens sometimes, and I get really sad. All right, I think I'm going to do a couple bok choys. All right. We'll put 3 bok choys in the middle here. Or just 2. I have a container that has 2 extra ones. So I think those are spinach. No, let's see. I have some spinach in my green stuff. One of those towers. I should have transplanted these like last week, but it was so windy. I don't want to be out here. It was so windy one day I had to put the plants in the garage. Break time. Oh, sorry. Go back. All right. I need to go on the other side, but the problem is that there's a bunch of bushes in my way over there. So maybe I'll finish this one. There's bushes on that side. In my way. Hey, off. Off, Vinny. Off. You little shit. Okay. Off. There's some Bermuda grass on the edges. And it looks like some onions. Onions from last year. Oh, there's ants in here too. Oh, I disturbed a bunch of ants. And a big weed. Ooh, the onions smell good. Ants are mainly on the edge where the Bermuda grass is. This is the best weeding tool. I had a container with the bottom put out of it, like a trash can, that I was composting. Basically like a worm bin right on top of this bed. So this side is pretty rich under here. Look at all that micro. There's still lots of worms in here. no eggshell. Something sprouting here on the edges. I don't know what it is. There's still some, these look like avocado or pomegranate shells. But for the most part, I can't see anything in here. It's all broken down. It's perfectly dressed. But it's way down in here. I think my hands in this person. Another pomegranate. Luckily, there's just weeds here on the edge. I'm gonna go grab something to prop the camera on, because if I put it the other way, the sun will be in your eyes. see. Does it work? I'm sticking my hand right in the air. Okay. This side feels a little drier than the other side. I guess the worms didn't get all this broken down. There's some stuff in here. It's a little dry. I'm thinking they went deeper because they don't like it dry. Even though I had it covered with the cardboard. It was really windy this last couple days, last week. Great. I think that's good enough for the Bermuda grass for now. Get every little piece of the Bermuda grass, and also just come right back. It's so nice out here today. Vinny, knock it off. Hey. Vinny has discovered digging in the gopher holes. Hey, get your ball. Where's your ball? Distraction. Where's your ball? Oh, good boy. You know what I'm saying, don't you? Come here. Come here. Give me that. Isn't that what the people do nowadays? They do their gentle parenting, so they just like redirect his focus from the holes, digging the holes to something else. This has a lot of carbon on this side. I don't know how this stuff's going to grow on this side, but there's a lot of little worms in here. So maybe once I water it and put the plants in, I'll have to fertilize it maybe, because it might not be happy. This stuff is not as broken down. I can see like I had a lot of shredded paper in here. What I should have done before I planted the other side was spread this out evenly. But I didn't think that far ahead. Well, the other side. I'm surprised how much pomegranate's in here. Actually, I'm not, because I juiced a lot. In like one big session of juicing. All right, so this back row, I'm just gonna match the other side, I think. What did I do? I did a row of collards. Some itty bitty, itty bitty. Oh, I pulled off. Oh no, that's fine. Thought I broke it. I keep having to think about what I'm doing because my back needs to be adjusted. So I keep bracing myself because I don't want to hurt it more. Hopefully they'll adjust it tomorrow and fix it. It's a pain in the butt. All right, collards. I did 2 row collards on that side. I don't think. Oh, there is another one collards. Okay. Oh, it's kohlrabi. I don't have another one. I thought I had another thing of kohlrabi, but I don't. Okay, so we're gonna go. This is probably gonna be too close for these individual colors, but no, I didn't label it. Usually I can tell. They were sitting all in the tray together, and for some reason I thought those were colors. I mean, I thought it was cool. I'm trying kohlrabi this year. I did a green stock tower out front, and I did a row of spinach and a row of romaine. Because last year I did like a whole tower of lettuce, and it was way too much lettuce all at once. So this way I can succession plant it. And then I did a couple rows of kohlrabi. And what did I do on the bottom? This one's itty bitty. I don't know if this one's. Oh, it has good roots. Unless the roly polies, the pill bugs eat it. The pill bugs or earwigs. It's gonna bug me that I can't remember. I didn't plant it only a couple days ago. What I planted on the bottom row of my green stock. I think I did a row of kale on the bottom. Some lacinato kale or the dinosaur kale. Okay, so I'm just gonna do another row of these colors. And then I only have a few bok choy for this side. Oh, that's what I put in the tower. I did a row of bok choy. Too. Did I say that already? I can't. Now, if you're planting these and you're planting them to have them in the ground like a lot longer, don't put them this close. This is way too close. I only have 6 of these bok choy, so we'll just do a row in the front here. If you've never grown bok choy, you should grow it. It grows really good. And it's tasty. And it grows fast. It's easy to harvest. It's delicious. I need to go on I think there's like an Asian seeds website that has all the good Asian greens and vegetables that I need to find some good Asian vegetable seeds. All right. Hands go. Okay, so I have kale for the back row. We'll throw this over here. Kale, and then I'm going to split that Swiss chard and do 3 on this side and 3 on that side. That bush is in my way over there. Hopefully it's done by me. There's bees on the right. Trying to think what I had. Oh, I smell it. That was basil. This was growing all winter here, and then we had 1 week where it got like, I don't know, into the low 30s. And it died. This side's drier than the other side. I'm just checking to see how far down it's dry because the soil will get hydrophobic and like repel the water. It's too dry. I do feel moisture a little bit of the way down. Not on the edges, they're a little bit drier, but not too bad. Do you hear that pigeon? There's been pigeons on the house behind me at night, like hanging out on their roof. It is so annoying. Okay, kale. So I only did 6 holes. Let's scoot these over. What are you barking at, Vinny? I don't think it's that one. it, Vinny? What is it? Hey, what is it? What is it? What's your major malfunction? Hmm? Luckily, I'm not OCD about the lines because sometimes it bothers me when the things aren't lined up right, but I just don't really care today. Let's see, this is about halfway. We'll do one right here. Vinny, shush. What is it? Somebody over there with a dog? What is it? Shh. My numbers are going to be screwed up because I probably had empty cells in here because 2 of them in here are collards and the other 2 are Swiss chard, or the other 4. So I thought I was going to do 3 Swiss chard and 3 Swiss chard, but it's going to be 2 Swiss chard and 1 collard, I guess. Sometimes when there's empty cells, I'll grab ones that are doubles and stick them on the other side. But if I don't pay close attention when I'm doing my little planning or mapping the garden, then I end up screwing it all up. That's okay. It all works. I didn't get stung by a bee. Or step in dog poop. Which is good. I need you to do this side. It's hard to see the dog poop in the wood chips, so I have to scoop some dog poop before stepping it. All right, I think we're safe for now. Chat for this. Sometimes I wonder where he's been pooping if I can't find it. All right. Clearly, we have a lot of cleanup to do around here. My fig trees back there got branches broken in the wind. We get pretty windy here. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of pomegranate in here. Break down. Luckily, this side doesn't have any weeds growing on it either. At least not yet, but I can see. Ooh, look at all these worms. I don't know if you can see this now. This is loaded with worms in here. And there's things sprouting. I was saying earlier, I had a trash can over here with the bottom cut out of it and a bunch of holes drilled in it. And like last fall, I was putting all my Benny. So basically, I made a worm bin on top of this bed. There's worms. Maybe if I just put some edge. So the plants might not do very well here because this stuff isn't broken down as much as I was hoping it was. They got a little dry. But if I see them struggling, I'll probably just fertilize them and see how they do. I use this Japanese weeding tool for everything. Oh my God. Checking the moisture on this side too to make sure there's moisture good enough ways so it's not having a little bit. I'm going to try to water it. Otherwise, what I would do is water it for a couple days before I plant and let it soak in. Or you can use soap too. I don't like to do that though. You need some kind of surfactant. You know, like if you use soap, like Dawn dish soap or some kind of, I don't know, organic soap. And it'll make it so the soil is not hydrophobic. I have these two cherry trees right here behind me. I'll show you in a minute. They're starting to bloom. And I have a couple lemon trees over there, and they're blooming. It smells so good. Every now and then, like the breeze comes, and I can smell the blossoms. It's so nice. All right. So yeah, on this side, I'm just doing a row of kale. Watching? Oh, just you. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm expecting on this side I'm gonna have to put some fertilizer in here. It's way too much carbon, and the stuff's not broken down. But I don't know. There's a lot of worms in here. Once I start watering it consistently now, because there's plants in here, which I was gonna set up the drip out here, but these aren't gonna be in here very long. And then I'm gonna switch it all over to some more summer things. And then that way I can put the drip where I need it. I had this whole, it's a hot mess back here. I had a whole layout ready. I have all the drip stuff ready. And then last October, I got this dog that changed the plans back here because he's a little destructive. So I put a little fencing up on each side where my shed is so that he can't get to the other spots, and just kind of neglected back here. Didn't do anything. But I got all my drip set up in the front. I have the front set up like this one's itty bitty. I basically kind of set the front up with some like rows with some drip tape going down them. Looks like a flower farm in the front. The front's a hot mess too right now. It all needs work. We've had a very mild, warm winter, and the weeds are just. And then we had like a couple of weeks of a lot of rain. Well, a lot for us. Most of you would probably laugh at what I say is a lot of rain. Basically, in like a couple days, we got our whole year's worth of rainfall. So, even the spots I had weeded were like, woo-hoo, we're going to cover the ground again. All over. As soon as I'm done planting these, I'll show you how messy this is. Okay, what's about half? Right here. That'll work. I'm going to fill in these open spaces with like cosmos, and what else do I have on the rack? I think on the rack right now I have cosmos and celosia. Oh, I have basil in there. Those will be too big. By the time these grow up and I get some good harvests of these, maybe I'll do sunflowers in here. I don't like just cut them off. I don't know. I pretty much will make plans, and then excuse me, when I run out of space on my rack, and I'll move the stuff outside, and then I go, oh, that stuff needs to get in the ground before it dries out and gets too overgrown in the trays. All my plans go out the window, and then I just start sticking stuff in any open spot. But it works. Whatever. Whatevsies. Right. That's not exactly how I had it planned out in my head, but that's what I get for not looking at what's in the container before I start. So like some of this empty space, I can plant flowers in here. And they'll grow up taller, so they'll be back here. Because the sun, in the summer, it's pretty much straight overhead kind of, but that's not till later. So this stuff's still kind of at an angle. But now I need to water it in and hope that it grows. Hope it'll stand up somewhere. All right, I'm gonna go get the hose. That's my mess. And a note, if you live somewhere like California, somewhere hot, even if it's the winter time, you always got to check your hose to make sure the water is not too hot before you water your plant. That's just a little public service announcement in California. Check your hose water. I have burned plants before. I like this watering this gram water nozzle. I like it. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I put the microphone up there on the trellis. Way over there. I'm a loud talker. I always sound really loud if the microphone's on me. And there's so much noise out here. This is suburban gardening. We get train noises. Today there was a lot of helicopters. And we get plane noises. A lot of siren noises. It's not too busy in the street. I'm not in a really like super busy town, but I am close to civilization in my little neighborhood. And we're right on the path where the fire department drives to get pretty much anywhere. So it's loud sometimes. But it's funny, I grew up somewhere that was like not too close to a train, but you could definitely, especially at night when you're sleeping, hear the train run. And faintly like cars from the freeway. And it's a peaceful noise actually at night, like when I would sleep places that don't have a train sound every now and then. It's cute. So when I moved here, I was like, oh, it reminds me of my childhood. Here, there's another thing. This is not the best time to be filming outside with the lights, but it's what I'm doing. So that's what you do. I probably could be done watering right now, but I'm really enjoying this. I think watering with the hose is one of my favorite things to do of all time. Not bad, but that's my favorite thing to do. I'm sure there's much more fun to do. I love it. Using. This soil that's in here is very, very spongy and absorbing water. Like it's not even really like pulling up. You know, if you have like potting soil or garden mix that's I don't know. It's like real dusty and gets real dry and hydrophobic. When you try to water it, it all pools up on top. Big pain in the ass. This is taking all this water really well. I'm really excited about the peas going over there. They're going to be so delicious. I'm going to turn this hose down and let it run the cherry trees for a minute. What's next on the list to do is to, hi, you better not get on that. You better not jump on there. Don't even think about it. Yeah, like that. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Hey, don't even think about it. Don't even. All right, so this is the hot mess. We've got tangleberry. I need to weed back here. It's really bad. There's the weed. We got some figs. The next spot that needs attention, this weedy little thing. I'm gonna grow some cucumbers on this trellis. More figs. That fig is dead. I'm gonna take that out. I'm probably gonna take that one out too, and keep this one. Figs, more figs. Actually, I might take all of them down. I'm gonna take cuttings and start some new fig trees, and probably take all these out and do. I may do like a whole berry row back here. My neighbor put this shed up back here, which is nice because I had originally had these figs here to block like their back windows. But if I do plant something back here, I'll probably want it to either be like something evergreen, like a citrus or something, or berries. This is going to be too sunny, but this is the cherry trees. Look, it still has leaves on it from last year. I didn't come out here and take the leaves off. I should have. Vinny's drinking water out of the hose. This is what a hot mess of a yard looks like when you need to get out and weed it and you let it totally, completely go. With this cherry tree, I need to go at a different level. Okay. This one, you can't really see it. I might have to come out here in the morning. This one is delicious. This one smells delicious. I came out here a couple weeks ago. We were supposed to get down to like a frost or a freeze, so I came out here and harvested as many kumquats as I could, and we ended up not getting the freeze. It's like the one freeze of the year, so it sucks because when you have plants, it only takes like one day out of the year, and you don't cover stuff or protect it, it's going to make everything mushy and ruin like all the fruit that's already on here. I'm fascinated with this tree. It's the funkiest shaped tree. I don't even know if you guys can hear me because my mic is way over here and I forgot about it. Probably because I talk so damn loud. Okay. Let's see if this is better. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. Don't look at this mess. Or look at it. I don't care. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Look at these. I can't stop staring at these. I look out my kitchen window and stare at these blooms and daydream about all the lemons I'm going to have. And then this mess of this stuff. I planted a bunch of comfrey in here because I moved it from other spots. My mint is starting to come back. We have a lot of work to do. But got some things started here. What do we have here? A bunch of soil blocks. But look at the mess. Just look at all the work to do. I just let it go when I finally got the dog. And then I think I'm going to fence this little spot off across from like the edge of the house right there to in between those trees. And then put some sod in for him. Because this was all wood chipped, and then I was going to do like three rows of those beds. I was going to do 1, 2, 3 and do the trellis. And then 3 of those, 1, 2, 3. But that plan did not go because he just would have destroyed everything. So yeah, I'm thinking a fence from like here across to there to the edge of the house right here. And I had a chicken coop on the other side. I don't have chickens right now, but I was thinking about putting chickens right here, building a little coop on this side. But this is the west side, so I probably will do it on the other side. This Pakistani, if you guys have never had a Pakistani mulberry, this is the thing right here. This thing produces so much fruit. So much fruit. If you've never had a Pakistani mulberry, I think you should add that to your bucket list this year because they're so good. Right. Well, we got something planted, and hopefully I might have to cover this with block it off with some fencing because I don't trust the dog one bit to stay out of there, especially since he started digging. He's going to jump in there and just dig it all up. Maybe I'll just lock him up instead of locking up the garden bed. All right, that's it for today so far. Come back around if you want to see us turn this hot mess of a weedy mess into a luscious, beautiful garden. Maybe. We'll see. It's usually a hot mess. And cherries. We'll come back when the cherry trees have cherries. They're so, so delicious. This is a mini royal or royal Lee. One's a royal Lee, one's a mini royal, I think. A royal mini royal. I don't know. The two pollinate each other. They're so good. I think it's funny that the leaves all came off this one, and this one had so many leaves left on it. And I didn't prune them this year, which I'm probably going to regret. But They go way up there. More for the birds. Right? They're so good. If you guys have never had a fresh cherry picked straight off the tree, I highly recommend it. Highly, highly. Okay, don't get sick. I'm going to swing around to this side. And if you've never had a kumquat, I highly recommend those too. Let's find a good one. Oh yeah, they're so sour. Woo! This lemon tree is not flowering as much as the Meyer. The Eureka. It actually never flowers as much as the other one. I wish you guys could smell these lemon blossoms. You think they'll ever invent that where we can smell-o-vision stuff? Oh, it's intoxicating. They smell so good. Okay, I could sit here all day and tell you about how good these smell, but we got things to do. All right, thanks for hanging out, guys. If you want to see the progress of maybe if this yard looking better with no weeds, then come back around next time. We'll see what we're working on. I think I'm going to start with weeding underneath these trees and work my way around all the way to that side and put some sod like right here for the dog. So I got to go put my mess away from planting that bed and then get started on some other stuff. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Bye.